Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day. Yesterday, 2-0. Smack with my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, the better team in the series. And then the Boston Celtics stomped down on the Cleveland Cavs. Really good day for us yesterday. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward. Two games today: Knicks, Pacers, Nuggets, Wolves. Finna get y'all boys in and out of here. Last day in Denver. I'll be home later tonight. Back on regular schedule programming tomorrow with the graphics, all that. So there's that. But money making Sunday. Let's smash both games. First one up. Got the Knicks and the Pacers. Pacers 5.5 point home favorites at the crib. Pacers did win game four, failed to cover. Final score 111-106. Pacers have had stretches where they've led every single basketball game in this series, legitimate 50-50 series. Pacers looking to avoid falling down 3-1 heading back to New York. Taking the Pacers, laying the points. I thought game one, Pacers got robbed of a chance to win the game with the illegal screen. Game two, they had a huge lead on the road. They just saw it wither away. Jalen Brunson was a dog, came out and got him that game after coming back from injury. Game three was fairly tight most of the way through, but they did kind of pull off in the end. Failed to cover, but they did pull off in the end. We saw the Knicks win game four in their last series against the Sixers. That last series went eerily similar to how this one started. Knicks won both games in New York. Lost that first game in on the road, game three, but they came and dominated Philadelphia game four and sent it back to New York up in the series. I think the Pacers and the Knicks, I'm going to say the same thing I've said all since the start of the series. This is a 50-50 series, straight up. Halliburton has reasserted himself back into the series after, not having the best start to the series, but he's come alive recently. The Pacers, in my opinion, are the deeper basketball team. The Knicks, what are they running? A 7-man rotation? It's just, can the Knicks continue to put out that same effort and energy every single night, every time down the floor? I don't know. And especially here on the road, man, the Pacers have been dominant at home in the postseason. They've been dominant. I'm rolling with the Pacers, man. I see them winning this basketball game. I've told you guys here in the postseason, you pick the winner 9 times out of 10, you're on the right side because points don't matter all that much in the postseason. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I like the Pacers to win this game. 5.5 is much better than 7.5. It's kind of in that realm to where even if it is a close game, the foul game may push us over for the cover. I look at this game and I think the Pacers are 5.5 point home favorites for a reason. I think they get the job done, send this thing 2-2, heading back to New York. That's how I see it. Some of y'all got to call me a Knicks hater. I get it. I get it. But talent-wise, I think the Pacers are actually the better team. Effort-wise, the Knicks are so good because they want it more than you do. But I don't know if that's enough to pull this one out here on the road in a ruckus environment like Indiana. I see the Pacers responding. I see the Pacers tying this thing up 2-2. I'm on Indiana laying the points in our first game of the day. Next one up, we got the Denver Chicken Nuggets out on the road facing the Minnesota Timberwolves, a.k.a. the House of Disappointment. Man, y'all was doing a lot of yapping about the T-Wolves just the other day, how they was finna sweep the Nuggets, this and that. I took the Nuggets the other day, took them straight up money line. I think that's the play again here today. Did y'all forget who the best player on the floor is? It's not Anthony Edwards. I'm here to tell you, it's not him. It's Nikola Jokic, bro. The 3-time NBA MVP, this year's NBA MVP. I like the Wolves. I like what they're doing. They're still a young team, though. You know what I mean? I thought stealing the first two on the road really, really, really set themselves up to win this series. But even stealing those two, that doesn't mean they were guaranteed to do it. You feel me? I've been consistent on saying I think the Nuggets still have a legitimate chance to come back and win this series. And I think they tie this thing up 2-2, steal the momentum, and try to go take a series lead 3-2 at home at the crib where they go stupid, dummy, crazy. This line is short, Minnesota -3.5 for a reason. Would I be surprised if Minnesota pulled it out? No, I would not be surprised at all. Do I think they pull it out? No, I don't. Injury report for Denver is kind of ugly. Reggie Jackson, Caldwell Pope, and Murray all game time decision. I'm expecting all them boys to play. Season on the line here, basically. Coming back from 3-1 is not easy. We very rarely see it happen. So that makes tonight essentially a must-win game for Denver. They have to send this thing 2-2, heading back home to where I'm at currently here in Denver. They dominated that T-Wolves in that game 3. They dominated them. That was the Nuggets I've been waiting to see, the defending champs. The same Nuggets that smashed these Wolves in the postseason last year, 4-1. I still wholeheartedly, deep down, believe the Nuggets are the better basketball team. They have the more experience. They've been here, done that, and they're not just going to lay down for a young Minnesota team. It's not happening. It's not happening. I like Anthony Edwards. I like the steps that he's taken. One day he may be the face of the league. But right now, man, you got to learn how to win. Everybody had to learn how to win. Everybody had their bumps and bruises. Everybody had that one playoff run that looked really good, and then it didn't end up the way that they thought it would. This is that run for the T-Wolves. I think we're going to see typical Minnesota T-Wolves house of disappointment, commanding 2-0 series lead, heading back home, and they blow it 2-2. If that ain't the house of disappointment, I don't know what is, but we've nailed this team for the last couple of seasons. We know what's up with them. Just when the hype get too high for the T-Wolves, it's time to fade them. It's time to fade them. When expectations start to get too high for the T-Wolves, it is time to fade them. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. They earned the name the House of Disappointment for a reason. I'm on the Denver Chicken Nuggets, straight up on the money line. Think they tie this series up 2-2, heading back to Denver. That's all I got for y'all boys and girls, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward. Smack both plays yesterday. Let's smack both today, man. Money making Sunday. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. I'm out of here.